Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about something that affects pretty much all of us, getting stuff fixed. We're diving into how artificial intelligence is about to completely flip the script on field service. You know the drill, right? You take a day off work. You're waiting around for a technician who might be stuck in traffic. The whole thing is just a mess. But what if I told you that entire frustrating experience is about to get a massive, massive upgrade? And just how big of a change are we talking about? Well, get this. By 2028, 2/3 of all companies that send technicians out into the field will be using AI to run their operations. No, this isn't some far-off sci-fi idea. It's a huge shift, and it is happening right now. So why the big rush to AI? Well, industries like HVAC, plumbing, you name it, they're caught in a perfect storm. There's a major shortage of skilled technicians, and at the same time, all of us, as customers, we now expect everything with Amazon-level speed. Something's got to give. And that something is AI. But listen, this isn't about replacing people. Think of it more like giving every technician a super-powered assistant who can handle all the complex, behind-the-scenes chaos. So what does that actually mean? Put simply, AI in field service is just smart software that sees the entire board. It knows where every single technician is, what parts they have on their truck, what the traffic looks like, and it uses all that information to make the best possible decision, every time, automatically. And here's the most important part of this whole thing. We're finally moving away from that old break-fix model, where you wait for something to break and then call for help. Instead, we're moving to a proactive model, where AI can actually predict and prevent problems before you even notice anything is wrong. Okay, so how in the world does AI actually pull that off? Let's break down the key ways it's completely transforming the service industry. First, and this is where it gets really, really cool, is something called predictive maintenance. By looking at data from your smart appliances, an AI can spot tiny warning signs that a human would never catch and tell you when a part is about to fail. It's like having a check engine light for your entire house. The impact here is just wow. Companies doing this are seeing unexpected breakdowns get cut by up to 50%. 50. On top of that, maintenance costs drop, and your expensive equipment can last up to 30% longer. We're not talking about a small improvement here. This is a total revolution in reliability. All right, next up. AI is here to solve that scheduling headache we all hate. It's going to be the end of those huge 4-hour service windows and those crazy routes that have technicians zigzagging all over town. So the new way is incredibly dynamic. The AI is constantly analyzing real-time traffic, the weather, where every technician is. Then it assigns the absolute best person for the job based on their skills and how close they are. And what if someone cancels at the last minute? No problem. The whole day's schedule just gets re-optimized on the fly. It never stops learning. And beyond just scheduling, AI brings all these other superpowers to the table. We're talking about instant customer support from chatbots 24/7, or a newer technician using augmented reality glasses to have a senior expert look over their shoulder virtually. And all the data from every job gets crunched into insights that help the business get even smarter. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, I get it. But is this stuff actually working in the real world? Let's look at some actual companies that are already crushing it with AI. Check this out. The agricultural equipment giant CNH took 1.5 million pages of dense technical service manuals and squished it all into a single AI chatbot. So now a technician standing in the middle of a cornfield can just ask their phone a question and get the right answer instantly. That is an absolute game changer. And it's not just them. Across the board in HVAC, we're seeing 30% fewer emergency calls. Plumbers using AI are fitting in 25% more jobs every single day. And electricians are solving problems 40% faster using that remote AR help. The numbers really do speak for themselves. Now, of course, it's not as simple as just flipping a switch and everything's perfect. There are definitely some challenges to think about. But there's also a really clear path forward. The big hurdles are pretty much what you'd expect. You've got to have good data, you need to train your team on the new tools, and you have to prove it's worth the investment.
The smart way to do it is to start small. Run a pilot program, use software that's easy to learn, and show everyone how much time it's saving right off the bat.
So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. The future that AI is building isn't just about getting a technician to your house faster. It's about creating a world where things are maintained so well, they almost never break down to begin with.
I'll just leave you with this one last thought. Your smart thermostat, it already knows when you're home and when you're away. What if, pretty soon, it also knew it needed a small repair before you did, and it went ahead and booked the appointment for you? That's the future we're headed for. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.